welcome back to American Truck Simulator. This is David Steele, and here's my truck. This is a Mack R kit with the Mack E865 series. That's a 14.2 litre V8. Not the most powerful engine in the Mack R by any stretch, but one of the most sonorous sounding. Here comes the boom. So I started recording midway through this trip because this is a test. I've spent quite a bit of time playing around with the shift points, stopping the game, closing back down, changing the engine definition, jumping back in. And I've got it more or less to a point that I'm happy with it. There's a bit more tuning to go, but there we go. Today's transmission of choice is a lightly modified 5-speed Allison automatic. It's a variant of the one that comes with the truck. Rather than a 3.78 final drive, I'm using a 3.25. It's a 5-speed. This engine has less than 1,000 foot-pounds of torque, so the Allison transmission is rated for it. And it's 285 horsepower. Mack say, and this may not be official, that this truck can come with 400, so we are way over 100 short of that. And it sounds great. Who doesn't like a V8 diesel? Well, I'm sure there are people that aren't, but it's not the most speedy. There are a whole number of E6 engines that are much more performant and do it with a smaller capacity. But this E6, this E9 even, is not about the performance or that much about the efficiency. It sounds good. It's fun to work with, and it revs to 20-something hundred RPM, 24 I think is the governor. That's good fun to work. And it's a beta test. I've had a few requests for an E6. Good grief, I have a few requests for an E9 series engine, or in this case an 865. I thought I would just dust off the 865 definition and give it another go. Okay, there's actually quite a bit that could go wrong. I could crash, I could burn, I could get lost, I could run out of fuel, there's lots of things happening. But just a couple of words about the sound I'm using here. This is not a Z-Mod sound pack, this is actually sound from Kriechbaum. And this is taken from the Mack Superliner trunk mod, I believe. So I don't know whether I will or won't be able to or use this engine mod. I'd like to, we'll see. And it may not even sound like the real E865, but I'm not a sound engineer. I design the torque curves, the shift points, and how well the engine performs, and not really how well it sounds. And the reason why that the V8s haven't made it into the Mack engine pack is because I don't want to put a V8 engine to an i6 sound. It just doesn't sit well with me. So we'll see, but I'm still enjoying this. This is a custom set of mods that I put together for my own use. Right, we're just pulling into San Francisco here. Bit of engine brake. I gotta turn left up here, I think. Yes, I do. Okay, this will be fun. I turned up the traffic volume to 1.5 times standard. I'm in California, I'm coming into a city, so it's gonna be busy. I may have to just force my way over behind this tanker. Well, that was nicely done. Listen how sonorous this engine is. It sounds like it's producing huge power. Well, it really isn't. In fact, it's easy to forget that this is a sub 1,000 foot-pounds of torque engine because, you know, I'm tweaking the shift points, and for high gears, putting it into top gear at sort of 1,300 revs, and it's just not pulling very well. Well, no, it's got nearly 40,000 pounds behind it, and it's 965 or 985 foot-pounds of torque. So yeah, it's easy to be forgetful because it sounds good, and it wouldn't really be right to put the 865 up to sort of 400 horsepower. The top rated engine was 375, but that's a bit less torque than the next one down. Different types of engine design. Mack had thermodynes and econodyne, different families. This engine is designed to work with a 5 or 6 speed transmission. You kind of rev it to the governor and then upshift. It does okay like that. Mostly it's about the fun. So I mean, here we are, we turn left in San Francisco, we charge through the streets, but you know, look at my speedometer, I'm not going very fast, it just sounds it. Plus it's yellow, and who doesn't like a yellow truck?
Left, then turn left.
If I remember, I'll put an email address as to where you can send your complaints to. And we get those windows down, you'll turn left here, and these lights are still green. That works for me. Yep, okay, that's good. Turn green. The Allison automatic downshifts nice and seamlessly in this particular mod. Yeah, with those windows down, we really do hear the V8 burbling away. Just up here on the right, just going to be feathering the power. Oh, that's right, I'm delivering fuel to a fuel station. Okay. This could go one or two ways. This might be a very difficult drop, or it might be straightforward. Let's jump on and find out. What have we got here? Where do you need it? Oh, that doesn't look too difficult. Okay, I'm going to cautiously say that wasn't so difficult. I'm narrating this point. I did make lots of commentary during the maneuver, but decided I would scrub it. So there we have it. Not a bad trip. Let's get the lights off, get the truck parked. I know exactly how well I did because this is future David speaking. So we covered 139 miles and we averaged 5 miles per gallon, which, all things considered, is about what I would expect. I'm revving this thing pretty hard. Hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you have, click the like and add a comment below. Thanks so much for watching anyway, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.